Hi everybody.
Hey everyone, it's Sandy, and today I'm going to focus on embellishment packs, you know, the ones that have transparencies. So the first one I'm using is that Heidi Swapp one right there, the stars that I picked up at Michael's, and that's just the package that shows you what's in there. And I'm going to do a couple of layouts with this one, so that's going to be my focus of product today, is the embellishment packs. So I also had purchased the 12 by 12 pad. It was 40% off a couple weeks ago, and I got that. So I'm just looking through, picking a few papers out to see what I'm going to use. And these pictures are of Isabel when she was just about 4, and she was so cute. She had her little sunglasses on with her headband on and a big bow, and I think she had like a purse on. I don't know. She's always had her own sense of style, and so I just that's just one set of pictures I've always had that I wanted to do a layout together of. And I'm just refilling my ATG gun, which is my last refill. I used to be part of the scrapyard, but now I'm not on it anymore because I don't want to buy any more stuff. And I know I got those refills from there, but anyways, that's my last pack. So I'm just doing, let's see, I'm just matting my paper, and I'm sorry this is going so fast, but it's going to be like a 20-minute video, and it was like 2 hours, so I sped it up times 8. So basically I'm just, I'm using that distress ink around the edges, and then I'm going to put it on this white paper. And I had also purchased these. Everything I purchased from the Heidi Swapp, I've had it for over a month or so, and I got them all on sale. So like that pack, and I didn't buy a lot of stuff, but I did buy that pack of embellishments and those stars. So here's my focus right here. These stars, I want to use up as many as I can in a couple of layouts. So I know I'm going to put them on there, and let's see. Okay, so I remember when I was doing my share on my evolution of my scrapbooking, I remember when I used to do like that, use the transparencies or things like that for a mask. So that's what I'm doing right here. I'm spraying each corner of it, and it's going to leave the outline of the star. And then I pick up that star, and then I turn it around, and I put the ink. See how it's leaving? So it's almost like the positive and the negative right there. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue some of the stars down as well. So let's see. I don't know what I'm doing right here. Probably looking for something, I'm sure. So let's see. I'm probably going to do more sprinkling, yeah, with some more of that Heidi Swapp mist. And I'm outlining that little star as much as I can with that. So just adding some more color on the page. And then these are from Freckle Fawn. They're little star like glitter ones that I've had, and these as well too are from Freckled Fawn. And these are just some silver stars that I had in my stash, so I pulled from there. And now I'm going to start adhering these transparency ones down, and like I said, they're just the Heidi Swapp pack from Michael's, and I'm using the glossy accents to put those down. So there we go. I'm just kind of figuring where to put stuff. I wanted some of them to look like they're coming off the page, so I went ahead and cut that one and put it in. There we go. I put it on the top and then the corner there. And then I also pulled out some of those wood veneer stars right there, and then me and Isabel used the Inca Blue Gold to color those up. And then of course I ran out of space on my camera or battery. So anyways, there's my title. It says Love Her Style. I put a little strip of washi tape on the top and on the bottom, and another Heidi Swapp star, sequence star right there. So that's the layout, and I got a few pictures coming up really quickly. There we go. So I love how I used to do that misting with the transparency and things like that. And there's my title. I'm almost out of those Heidi Swapp stars. They're so cute.
What stars?
These one, that sequence one right there. And there's a layout. So that's layout number 1. And now we're going to jump right into the second layout, which is a picture of Richard's feet with his work boots on, and then Gabby was right in the middle. And so let's see, I know I want to do like I love you to the moon and back, but because I have the stars I want to use, I'm going to do the I love you to the stars and back. So I'm just painting a circle because that kind of reminds me of the moon, and I just use my watercolors with that. And then I'm just using that little smash tool right there to cut around it because I like how it leaves a rough edge, and you'll see me use it again. It's not perfect or anything by any means. I bought it at Target, I think. I don't know if they have anymore, but I need another one. It reminds me of those ones that you would cut wrapping paper with where you just slide it down. And then I'm using some Taxi Yellow Mr. Huey's to just do some drops, and I'm painting that as much as I can, my little star. I mean, not my star, my moon. And I'm drying it up right here because I put some really big drops. I used a paintbrush to do some really big drops, which I like the way it came out. So there we go. Yeah, it'll dry though. Yeah. Isabel's right here beside me if you hear her talking.
I like this.
So, and then I'm kind of looking for what else to use. And I have these two, they're like that ink roller thing from We Are Memory Keepers, and I guess it's supposed to look like stitching, but it's the ink part, and so I'm just kind of using that to add some more, I don't know, I guess interest to the page. So, and then I matte that picture of their feet. I used to have a picture like that with Isabel and Richard too. I need to find it. And okay, now I'm going to start adhering my transparencies. And the first transparency that I used, man, a whole bunch of that glossy accents came out. That's why I'm tapping it against the other ones to get some of it off. So I'm just putting my stars everywhere right here. And I'm loving the way this page is coming out. So I like all the pages that I did with these transparencies. So let's see. And I know I put a lot of them on there, but it's because I want to use them up. So, and I don't think it's too much. I think it's just enough. So, and then I'm using these little Freckle Fawn white ones, these little white stars. And let's see. So yeah, I just use those. And I don't remember if and I'm talking to Lisa, of course.
You always talk to Lisa.
Yeah. So let's see. I don't know what I'm doing here.
You're probably like talking to Lisa or listening to
What, babe?
I used to have a purple bed.
Okay, hang on, okay. Okay, now I'm going to put the title, which is Love You to the Stars and Back. Can you see if we can find her bed for her?
Sure.
Thanks. And I decided to use these gold thickers, which I really, really like them. And I threw away the package, so I don't know who they are. I think they're by Amy Tan. I'm not sure, but they're really pretty. They're just gold glitter thickers. So I put I love you to the stars and back, or first love you to the stars and back, and eventually I put an I. And of course I'm going to run out of memory again, so here comes the finished layout. And basically all you missed was me putting a darker sheet behind there to mat the whole layout on. And here's a close-up of that. I love the way this came out. Oh, and I ended up outlining the moon with some black and ink right there. And I put some stamps right there, the what do you call those? Date stamps, but I just used the words, and there we go. Okay, and so that is layout number 2, and we're going to jump right into layout number 3, which I'm pulling some more Heidi Swapp paper. And I'm going to be doing 2 pictures that I have of the girls right there. I took these, I don't even know, I don't think it was last summer, maybe the summer before, I'm not sure, I don't remember. But me and Lisa did an anchor challenge, and I had bought those shirts for the girls to wear so I could, you know, use the anchors for the challenge. So anyways, I had these 2 pictures that I never used, and I love them of the girls. So I'm going to go ahead and use those. And so I'm over there just, let's see. Yeah, I used some of that Heidi Swapp navy ink to put or use it like as distress ink around the corner. And I'm going to get some, what am I doing? Okay, there we go. I was trying to see if I could use watercolor on here, and I didn't like the way it was coming out yet, so I ended up just putting sprinkles. And I used the watercolor because I don't have a dark blue mist set, so you know, like a mist, spray mist, so that's why I used the watercolor instead. And so there we go. I am putting down my pictures of the girls. And then I'm going to start putting down the stars. And I don't like where that watercolor is, but I think I ended up like covering a lot of it up, so it didn't bother me in the end, but I didn't like the way it was coming out at all. So here we go, just adhering those down. And then soon I am going to start using those banners again, those Heidi Swapp ones. Or I might, let's see, I guess I should just stay with the video and see what I'm doing. Again, using a lot of stars. Okay, yeah, so here's the banners. So I know I want to use them down below. So I start to kind of play with them to see how I want them to lay on my layout. And I like layering them up some if I can. So it gives it just a little more interest, I think. So see how I ended up covering the watercolor, so it doesn't even bother me anymore. So I think that's the last banner that I'm going to put down. And then, yeah, I'm just using those pop dots. And then I'm going to start working on the title, I believe, after this. And I didn't know what I wanted to use for the title, but then all those stars and the yellow reminded me of that song from Coldplay, and it's called Yellow, and it says, look at the stars, look how they shine for you. So that's actually what I'm going to use for my title. And I'm going through my stickers or my thickers, trying to figure out what font I want to use. And I know that I want to use this big gold one for the stars, and I'm kind of having trouble placing it at first because I'm trying to think in my head like how long my title is going to be and where things kind of need to lay. But I wanted to start with this word here first, and then I had to go through and find the rest, like what would match, and I wanted to use different kinds of thickers. So I'll run out of space again, and I'm going to show you the close-up. So there we go. So it says, look at the stars, look how they shine for you. And I ended up matting it behind some blue paper as well, so it pops some more. And I really do like the way the layout came out. And I also put a whole bunch of enamel dots on there as well. So these are just close-ups of that. Okay, and then I think I am done with this pack. So the next pack I'm going to work on is another Heidi Swapp pack, and this is from the Color Wash, I believe, paper that she had. And so there we go. And then I tried to use a few of these transparencies, these overlays, but I think I only end up using one. So I'm going to go ahead and start with this one. I'm going to start doing a picture of my parents. They went to Hawaii the beginning of this year for their 50th anniversary, and I don't have paper that's like really like bold with colors that remind me. I've never been to Hawaii, but that would remind me of Hawaii. So I'm talking to Lisa again, sorry. I just did this one this morning. So let's see. I'm trying to figure out what to use. So see, there's the picture of my mom and dad, and I have a few embellishments that I want. Now this Heidi, go see what Gabby needs, babe. This Heidi Swapp pack doesn't just have transparencies. It has a lot of different embellishment. It has paper embellishments and just different things. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to use my watercolors to make that yellowy orange kind of background for it. So, and you know what made me get my watercolors out? Patty, because I've been watching a lot of Patty videos, and she's been using her watercolors so much, and it's like when you see somebody use them again and again, it kind of inspires you. So thanks to her for letting me get my inspiring me to get my watercolors out again. So I really like the way that background came out. And so I'm going to go ahead and just kind of start fooling with stuff like where to put that transparency and things like that. So I'm just trying to dry it up a little bit, and I know I want that behind the picture. And then so I go ahead and put that down. I put a little bit too much of the adhesive, so there we go. And then I put the picture of my parents down. Now that, my happy place, it was a little too white, so I wanted to add some watercolor on that too. So I put a little bit of green and yellow and I think orange. Oh, and then I put a little brown and black behind it, so those words would pop out a little bit more from behind. And I'm using, again, pop dots to put these on, to put this embellishment on. So, and this layout goes pretty quick, but it's probably one of my favorite. And it's plain, but you know what? I really like it. I was fiddling with that love paper clip, but I just couldn't figure out a place to put it. So I put another transparency above my parents' pictures that says love, and I'm just kind of going through seeing stuff that I could use, and I thought, oh, you know what would be great there is a 50 because it was their 50th anniversary. But then I remembered I had those Freckle Fawn wood numbers, so I went ahead and used that. And I'm going to put this Delight down, which is also from that Heidi Swapp pack. So I go ahead and put that down, and then I'm using this little white sequence heart from Freckle Fawn as well. And then, yeah, I'm going to use that 50, so I go ahead and get the Inca Gold out, and I start putting it on my 50, just to add a little bit more color and stuff to it, so they wouldn't be so plain. So I do that, and I end up adding that love right there. I put some gold on it, and I do add it. Let's see. And I'm just putting like I said, this one is very simple, but I really like the way it came out. Now, again, I'm gonna run out of space here, memory on my camera, but I am gonna get the Inca Gold red and that Inca Gold color, and I'm going to do an outline on the page, which you'll see that in the final picture, which will be coming up here in just a second. See, there we go. I start doing it, I run out of space. But there's a close-up of that embellishment cluster. And then here is a picture of my layout. I love the way it came out. It's so sweet and simple. I love it. Put some enamel dots on there. And there's another close-up that way. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and jump into another layout for this page, and I'm going to do this picture of me and Isabel from New Year's Eve of us that I snapped, and I think it's an Instagram shot. So I'm using the Hello Again 6x6 pad, and I just pulled two of the papers out from it that I know I'm going to mat with it. And then I also pulled out these Studio Calico wood veneers. These are the long 12x12 ones, and I bought them, I think in November, like at TJ Maxx or something, for like $2 or something. They were really cheap. So I knew I wanted to use the number one, because you know how they count down to the ball dropping, you know, but the numbers don't go backwards. So I just cut from there, and I use, so in my head, like I'm reading 987654, and I'm going to use that banner as well, and I'm going to color those with Inca Gold. That is my new favorite product. I mean, I use that stuff like crazy. The gold color is the one I use the most. I did end up getting the silver, the blue, and I think a red, but the gold is my go-to one, that's for sure. Gabby's slowly but surely liking the blue one. Is her favorite. So I'm going to go ahead and put some more splattering down here. And I'm using my Heidi Swapp Color Shines for that, just to add some more stuff to the page, because it's pretty simple, but I like it like that. And then I put that black, what is it called, distress paint, so those numbers would pop out. And then I'm going to have, let's see, yeah, I'm putting down my banner. And I'm just using glossy accents for that. And then I pulled out these Freckle Fawn like stick pins, but man, those pins are so flimsy and they keep breaking and bending. So I end up just pulling one apart and gluing it down. And then I try and put this one at the top, and it bends all crazy. So I ended up kind of just sticking it in and gluing it. Now I'm going to put some more enamel dots down with this. And let's see. Yeah, I'm just using up enamel dots that I have. I ended up using up some, like finishing off some packets and throwing them away. So that was fun. It's always fun when you get to the last of, you know, one of your products and you can actually throw the packaging away. So I outline on this one. And then I think I'm just going to journal. And basically what I'm journaling about is Isabel was the only one who ended up staying awake. We all fell asleep on the couch, and she woke me up on the countdown when the ball was going to drop in New York. So she woke me and Richard up, and we did the countdown with her. And then we stayed up till like 1, I guess, because we had our little cat naps. So it was a fun little night with the kids. So, and now here I'm just adding some more of my embellishment pieces. And here is a close-up of it. Let's see, and there's my numbers. And see how I put a star down right there? I used an awesome transparency right there. I like the way it came out. I used that 2014, that star, and another clear embellishment behind that one. And then this is just a card that I put together, and I'm going to give that for Richard for tomorrow for Valentine's Day. And I used a couple of the star ones. So that's all I have. Thanks for watching, and have a good night. Bye.